Hey everybody, it's me, Sammy Joe. I'm about to do some canning. Only tonight, I'm doing some water bath canning. And I want to show everyone, I want to show you a few tricks before. Because when I first started water bath canning, I ran out and I bought one of these. This big old pot. And there's a little thing that goes inside here. God knows where that is because I chucked that a long time ago. But when I use this, I usually use this, or I'll use a round wire or anything that'll fit inside here. So there's something on the bottom that doesn't touch my jars, or that doesn't allow my jars to touch the bottom. And if I didn't have anything like that, which I have done this. I need a tea towel here. I would take this and throw it in the bottom of my pot. I'd make sure it was folded all up nice. And then I would put my jars in it, on top of it. Just like that. So, I want you to understand that I didn't understand this way back when, is that I thought I have to have a canning pot. That's not true. As long as you have a big pot that you can put your jars in, that you can use to put water in that will cover your jars, you're fine. This pot right here is one that I'm actually going to use tonight. You see the bottom of it? I don't have anything to go in the bottom of this. Some people actually use their canning. These things here are the rings. They usually put those in the bottom of their jars. They'll put cover the whole bottom, and then they'll lay their jars on top of it. Easy to do. This is large enough. It's a large enough pot that I can put, even my pint jars I can put in here, and cover the water. Put the top on and let them boil away. So I'm just trying to show everybody that you don't necessarily need canning pots. Pressure canners are a different story, but when you're water bath canning anything, you don't need to run out and buy one of these. You can use any pot that you have as long as it's a large pot. So with all that said, I'm going to use this, so I might as well just leave it right there. I'm going to do something. I have already done it. In this pot here, I have a bunch of my jars, and they're just waiting so I can start this pineapple here and get this going. So I can can this, turn it all on. I'm trying to get it all done before the New Orleans gardener comes on tonight. Miss Linda, I want to go watch her. That's my Sunday night treat. It's been a hard few days around here. I think for 4 or 5 days now it's been snowing and snowing and snowing. I think we probably got a foot or two out there. We've plowed that driveway and plowed that driveway. Thank God my hubby's home because we're kind of taking turns, which is pretty good. But then he's nice enough to go around and do all the elderly people in this community, which I really appreciate because some of them aren't feeling too well. And I hope that they all are starting to feel better. But I just want to make sure, he wants to make sure that the ambulance can get in there if they need to. So, with all that being said and me going on, I'm going to show you, I'm going to start my pineapple. I have cherries in there right now. And I'm going to talk about those in a bit. I just want to get these going. Right now, I'm going to turn this down. I have like a little hot plate because last time you guys couldn't see anything I was doing. So I thought I'll just get that little hot plate out and use that. So in here I got about 4 cups of water. And I have a measuring cup here that it's a 1/3 cup of water, or nothing. I'm going to fill that with lemon juice. Not your fresh squeezed lemons, but this concentrated lemon juice that you buy at the grocery store. And the reason why I use this is because I know that the acid in it is consistent. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to fill this up. I'm going to put that in my 5 cups of water here. Is that what it is? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and I'm going to pour that all on top of my pineapple. But as you can see, this pot isn't going to let me do that, but that's okay because I probably won't need all that liquid anyway. So I'm going to turn this on, and once it starts boiling, I'm going to let that go for about 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And then I'm going to take it off. I'm going to fill up a pot over here and get that ready to put these hot jars, my hot liquid and hot jars into there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use, I think I will use this big pot here. I'm going to use this. I guess I'm just going to, I'm going to fill up this pot with water. Sorry for all the noise, but you know, when you're cooking and doing all your stuff, you don't know how much noise you're going to make. I never ever realized how much more noise I made until I heard it on a video. That was pretty funny. So anyways, I'm going to wait until this comes up to a boil. I'm going to let it go for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to come back to you, okay? Okay, everybody. It came to a boil. I turned it off. Now, I'm going to fill my jars. So remember, there's about 5 cups of water in here. Probably about, I had 5 pineapples, but I'm sure we ate 1. And 1/3 cup of lemon juice. So I'm going to fill my jars. And I got a few things going on here. So I don't want to put too much in there. And I really don't know how many jars I'm going to get out of this, but whatever I get, I'll be happy with. Because we definitely eat a lot of pineapple. And you know, you can see that different parts of this pineapple, there's little pieces left on. That never hurts a thing, honestly, it doesn't. Okay. I need my little turned up spoon here, because we don't want to overfill my jars. So let's fill it up. I always fill all of mine right to the bottom rim here. I'll show you right here. That's where I fill it, just to be on the safe side always. I don't overfill anything. And this here pineapple, we usually eat this most of the time at breakfast time, unless we decide to go on a, let's make some sundaes, and then we'll pull them out anytime. Anyway, do you see how I'm using a spoon to knock that down? I shouldn't be doing that, but I do. I do all kinds of things I shouldn't be doing. And with me saying that, I better say, I'm not telling you guys how to do that, or I'm not showing you or telling you to do it this way. I'm telling you what I do. My hubby's a diabetic. We can't add sugars and syrups and everything else. There's enough natural sugar in this. that it's perfectly fine and it can take care of itself on a shelf. All this adding sugar to everything, all that's doing is giving everybody diabetes and making us all fat and full of inflammation. So, remember, this is what I do. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just showing you what I do. If you'd like to do it, that's fine. If you don't, do your own research no matter what. No matter who tells you what. Do your own research. Because you need to do what's best for you and your family. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And this is exactly what's best for me. Not going out and wasting money in a store for garbage. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. If we were going and buying good quality food, that would be a different story. But we're not. So, see how fast that went? And I have another bowl over here, but I'm going to do that off camera. Because this videotape and everything is, that's a long process, man. Just trying to figure out, can you see this, or can you see that, or whatever. And I want you to see it all. Because when I was doing my research, trying to figure out how to do this many years ago, I want to see people. I'm taking my trusty little, what is it? You know, chopstick, that's it. It's a wooden one. And I'm just taking it and sticking it down in the jars just to release any bubbles that might be down there. And if you end up with some bubbles in there, don't freak out. You're going to be fine. I promise you, you're going to be fine. Use those ones first if it makes you feel better. But you're truly going to be fine. This here, you don't have to be a scientist. All you have to do is make sure that everything is clean, clean, clean. These jars, they were in my oven for 20 minutes or so on 195 to get sterilized. And my hands are clean, my jars are sterilized, my scoop here is sterilized, my pots are all clean and everything. So you notice I don't even have my ring or my jewelry on. It's because I don't want to have any extra things laying around just to, you know, contaminate my food. So, you see what's going on here? I don't have enough pineapple here to fill this jar. So do you know what I'm going to do? Even though I didn't go through the process with this yet, I'm going to take a few of these and stick it in that jar. That's what I'm going to do. And the reason why I am using my hands is because that's what I always do. My food, my kitchen, my rules. And I don't like the look of that because it's got a little, so I'm just going to take that little piece out. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm sure you can. But I'm trying, people. I'm trying. So, let's get a couple more of these. And these are little, like, bigger pieces to go in there. But that's okay. And I even see a seed floating around in there. And that's fine, too. By the time this goes through the process, any germs in there will be killed, I'm sure. So, that's the end of that. I thought I turned that off, but I guess I didn't. Oh my God, even that juice. Even though that was just water and pineapple or lemon juice, all you can smell is the lemon juice right now. And see this here? I'll let that cool. And trust me, I will drink that. That's what will happen to it. It won't go to waste. because I don't waste anything. So there's that. I'm going to take a clean cloth here, or a piece of paper towel. Let's get a piece of paper towel. I'm just going to go over my rims, because even though I use my funnel, something might have landed on there. These are hot. And right now I have a pot on my stove. Well, you should be able to see that. Let's seal these up. If you can hear a funny little noise in the background, it's Buddy's over there sleeping. Buddy's dreaming. He was outside a lot today, playing in the snow. This, I should have showed you. This is tops on, rings on, finger tight. I'm going to take that and put it in my water bath on my stove here, which I'm going to set this camera up now so you can see. Hopefully you can see, but I'll make sure that I hold it up in the air so you can see what's going on here. So, lid's on, rings on, finger tight. In the water it goes. Seals on, rings on. Hot jars, hot water. You never, ever, ever put cold jars or cold food inside jars in a water bath, or in any canner, in a water bath canner. Just don't put it in any hot water because your jars will break. And I'm sure this here, instead of this video getting better, I'm sure it's getting worse. Lid's on, rings on, tighten, finger tight. Rings on. Oh, you know what? When I see those little things, if I see it and I can get it without messing around too much, then I do. That is a little seed. So, lid on, ring on, finger tight. Last one. Ring on, or lid on, ring on, finger tight. Let's put these in here. And my pot is not filled here. I probably could use, right now I'm going to put my timer on for this pot because it just came up to a boil. And I'm going to put my timer on for 35 minutes. I'm going to start it, put it there. And I'll show you very soon what's in there. Because now I don't have enough here for this water bath canner. So I'm going to show you, I hope that's not bad. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is cherries that I purchased at the store. This is the container that it came in. So it is 4 liters. I can't use all of these. And the little bottles of cherries, those that you use for baking or whatever, they cost you $5 and $6 at the store here. So I buy this here, and it's I think $15, $20 at the wholesalers. And what I do is I bring it home, I use what I want, and then the rest of it I take and I put in jars, and I water bath can it for 35 minutes, the same as I do my pineapple. But I recan it. And this, I promise you, I've done this over and over again over the years. I've done it with peas, frozen peas, when I've gotten a good sale on them. There's quite a few things that I'll do it with. So, That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the rest of these out so I can fill up my canner here. This little one is already ready to go. I'm gonna put that in there. And I think I have another bottle or two in here. I'm just gonna rinse this off with good hot water. And only because it's sticky. And these here, these are not done in surf. These are just done, if it is surf, it's only a mild one. But yeah, I'm going to take those and recan them. So then if I want to make a cherry loaf, if I want to make a cake with cherries or cookies, whatever, then I have them on hand and I don't have to pay a fortune for them. And that's the way I like to do things. That's exactly the way I like to do things. And like I said, I have done this many times before. They've sat on my shelf for months and months and months. They were perfectly fine. And as you can see, I'm still alive. And trust me, if it's a sweet that's in this house, I've eaten it for sure. Because I love them. They're not good for me, but I love them. And we all know, we all do things that aren't good for us. So, there's just a few of them in here now. Maybe I'll get a smaller jar. I still have jars in here. So I'll take some of these out. And I'll put them in the little jar because there's not enough to fill another jar up in here. But I'm not going to throw these away. And all of this juice here, I don't need that juice. I think maybe there might be a little bit of sugar in this. I'm sure there is. So, I have a little strainer here. I'm going to take these over to the sink. I'm going to strain this out because I don't need that juice. I need a little bit to fill up that jar. And you know why? There's not even enough to can in there. So, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wipe this rim off just because I got a little sloppy there. I'm going to put, these jars are warm because they were in the oven. And I'm going to set this inside this water bath canner. There's something on the bottom there. One other thing is, when you can your jars and stuff, and they go through all that process, sometimes they come out and they look like they've been in the dishwasher too long or something. So we usually add a splash of vinegar, and then your jars will come out nice and pretty and clean. That was a little much, but hey, it is what it is. So that's about all. I'm gonna let these go through the process. I have this going for 35 minutes. I got 30 minutes left. I'm gonna leave these right here. I'm gonna find the cover here. I'm gonna put that on there. And as soon as the 35 minutes is up for these, because I couldn't start them both at the same time, and I don't know where my other timer is, so I'll start with this one in 35 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll be back when that's all gonna happen, okay? Okay, everyone. Little timer just went off. Time to empty these girls out. So, very hot. Always turn your pots this way. Ugh. This one doesn't want to slow down yet. That's okay. So, this is what we have. Uh-oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to bring. Okay. We can do that. So, here's the cherries. These are the cherries, the store-bought cherries that I just canned. And they'll be able to sit on my shelf for a couple of years. But trust me, they won't last that long. So, you know, I was just watching, you hear that little ping? That's saying, I'm sealing your jars. That sound makes me very happy. One of my jars fell over in here, and that's okay. Look how beautiful they are. This is kind of dark, so you really can't see the thing bubbling. But let's hear them pinging. Ping, ping, ping. Come on. And I'm going to take these, and they're just going to sit here on my counter here. Do you hear that? Until tomorrow sometime, because even when they're sitting here, they're still going through the process. And once they're all processed out, they're done. It'll be tomorrow after supper sometime. I'll take all my rings off. I'll wipe up my jars, and I will put the date on them, and then I'll put them in my pantry. And that makes me very happy because I know I just saved a lot of money. And before I start going with this one, this is a large bottle. There we go. I need to get something over here because I don't have enough room there. So I'm going to put a towel down here. And actually, I'll end up moving them all over here just to get them out of the corner there. But I'm going to show, instead of them being on me, hopefully, or I'll just show them to you when it's all done, when they're all done. Yeah. So there's the cherries. I think I got one more little bottle in here. There we go. And here we go with the pineapple. They're beautiful. One of my favorite things to can. I'll tell you, I've been doing a lot of research on the Amish and how they can. And I've been reading some stuff about back in the day and talking to some people that their parents did this or their mother did this. And those people never used pressure canners. Not for meat, not for any kind of low acid food. So, I guess I'm one of those ones that were brainwashed that thought, okay, you know, I better get a canner, a pressure canner. But I'm starting to realize that, hey, this can be done without a pressure canner. So I'm going to keep on researching. My brother-in-law, his mother, she raised, I think, 13 kids. And she canned meat and vegetables and everything else. Fish that they say you definitely can't can, but I guess it's because it's one of the most expensive things, and they definitely don't want you to can that. But, yeah. So I'm going to do some research, and hopefully I'll figure that one out. It's going to take a while because I'd like to make sure that I know everything about it before I try it. But this is my canning stuff tonight. And I just want to go over what we do. So we take about 6-7 cups of water. We put a third of a cup of lemon juice in there because I can everything with no sugar. Don't forget that. If you want to do your simple syrups and all that there stuff, then hey, it's a totally different thing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. So all of these things here are canned with no sugar. This here, because it's store-bought, it probably has a simple, really light syrup in it. I think it says on the container there, but I threw it downstairs. So, water. If you don't have a canner, you can see this is a water bath canner. This is just an ordinary pot. This, on the bottom of here, put your jars in, and I let these go for 35 minutes. I guess that's all I can tell you. Oh, a little splash of vinegar in this water will keep your jars nice and clear. So that's the best I can do. You all know, I don't think if you get to the end of this, I appreciate you staying, but you all know that I do not edit. I don't know how to edit, don't have a brain that can absorb that because I got too many things going on. It's been storming here for like 4 or 5 days now. We got more snow out there and there's more things going on here that it's a busy time. So yeah, my love is gardening and canning and just doing things the old way. That's my love in life, not learning how to edit videos. I'm just sharing this stuff with you. If you like it, watch it. If you don't, then that's okay too. Anyways, go on out, make somebody smile. God bless you all, and take care of yourselves, okay? And try to, and you don't have to grow these things. That's what the pineapples I didn't grow. I couldn't grow a pineapple here to save my soul. Or those cherries, I didn't grow them. But I can put them on my shelves and keep them there for a few years and provide for myself. So that's it. Take care, everybody. Here are all those beautiful pinks. I'm going to turn you down here, push you down, and show you what it looks like. Look at that. And I might as well take these over and put them over here and make them look put it all together. See the yellow? Let's put the yellow. Isn't that pretty? So that's it, everybody. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye. Get you up here.